I wanted to talk a little bit more about static method calls and unit testing, and isolate a particular problem that we see often, and how this can be addressed. So basically, what happens is that when we have this type of hardware dependencies, in a previous video I show an alternative to dependency injection. We would create here a private class, and we could override that behavior, and we would enable our testing. But sometimes we want to, I mean, maybe we are developing and we want directly to do the dependency injection. But the problem is, we can of course create a constructor and inject it, but the problem arises in the testing because the method is static. So let's have a look how this problem appears. Let's imagine that I have here that this is injected, and I have private some DAO. So this is just a dependency of this class. So I'm gonna add two constructors. Of course, the first one is gonna be default, so I don't break anything that I had elsewhere calling this, and the second one is the injection. So this injection, let's say when we wire it, let's imagine, let's start wiring it. So before I wire it, I'm gonna just create here the mock private some DAO equal mockito.mock some DAO dot class, and let's say I'm gonna inject it here. Okay, I want to now verify that we are calling the getResults method from the DAO, so that when we do something we make sure that we call the database, right? So we say some DAO, so we go mockito verify that this some DAO, and when we do like this, and it should suggest us getResults, but it doesn't appear. The reason is that this is static. That's the reason. If it was not static, look, it appears. So how do you solve this problem? How can you solve this problem to enable the testing? Well, how do you solve this is by doing basically a delegation. You remove the static, you call the method differently, and you delegate like this. So that's simple. So now we can verify that the results is calling with number 1. Now this is gonna fail, it's not invoked. So now we go here and we wire our mock, but now instead of calling getResults, we just call results, and this should pass. And little by little we find out where else this is called, and we try to replace it. So we aim to get rid of these static method calls because they are evil. And so that's it. Thank you.